Pokemon is traditionally played as a turn-based strategy game. So how would you play it if it were a tower defense instead? That's exactly what PokePath Tower Defense is going to show us today. We're going to take the Pokemon you know and love and turn it into a tower defense game where we fight against hordes of enemies. This is a free-to-play game. You can play it on itch.io or download it. So we choose our starter. We've got Charmander, Trico, or Froakie. I mean, I'm a huge Charmander head. The attacks burn the target for 10 seconds, causing them to lose 0.5% of their life per second. Sounds good to me. Defend the route with your Pokemon. Each one has unique stats and a special ability. Level them to make them stronger and evolve them. You can buy new Pokemon in the shop. Each time you purchase one, its price will increase. You can have up to 10 active Pokemon in your team. The rest will be stored in the box. You can switch routes at any time without losing progress. If a wave is too hard, visit another map to train your Pokemon and come back later. Each enemy has unique traits. Before starting the wave, check which enemies will appear and adjust your team. That's all. You start your adventure with 50 buckaroonies. Use it wisely. So this is the game. Wow, look at this here. We've got a whole profile. Interesting. Stolen gold by Persian. And a little achievement list. This is our box. Okay, very cool. This is the shop. We can buy a Pokemon or different things. Okay, let's buy one. Rowlet. Interesting. We have the map selection. Okay. Right now we can only be on Route 1. What damages, I assume, in the settings. Okay. Wow, look at what we have here. Okay, so we'll place down, I suppose, our Charmander and our... Okay, Rowlet kind of shoots in a weird way. We've got our map here, everything that we can place down. I don't know, right here, I guess? 47. Okay, so I spent all my money. Let's hit it and let's see. So we've got Rattata coming out. How can I see the Rattata? Okay, here we go. 70 health, armor... Stun low. Go, motherfucker! Oh my god, we're barely gonna complete the first wave. Really? So I think what I can upgrade it now, right? Oh, level up right here. Level 2. Oh, we're popping off now. Okay, so I believe he's burning them. Yeah, they're getting burned. Something else is running. What is this? A Zubat. Okay, he's just kind of faster. Oh, you can move them mid-battle. Okay, wait, that's pretty legit. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? That's not very good. Oh my god, I feel like this is going to take forever. I wish I was more powerful right now. So what does this go up to? We need, what? We need 10 to unlock this, 50, 100, 200. Oh my god, you need so many. Can I buy another egg? No. Maybe I should do that instead of upgrading the Pokemon. Who's to say? Oh my god, dude, we are constantly letting that guy through. Well, something tells me it's going to be very slow going here in the beginning. Stop him! How many lives do we have? Where does it say? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I mean, right now, all we need to do is grind up and get some cash dollar greens. That's what I say. Spoink! What do you do, brother? Can hit invisible enemies. Oh, what does Rowlet do again? Crits do twice the damage. Okay. This should be helpful. I don't really know if I'm going to like this game that much. Okay. I might enjoy the game a little bit more than I thought I would. I've been playing for a couple more hours here. Just a little bit. And the game is way, way more in-depth than you might first realize. It's so cool, the different abilities of the Pokemon that you can have. So I started off with Charizard for a while. But ultimately, Torkoal has been my #1 for dealing flame damage, right? He does area of effect. It's so good. Gengar, it gives him like a nightmare stack, the guy that he hits. Gyarados does like insane damage versus armor enemies. Spinda is probably my favorite Pokemon. It's almost like the Super Monkey. That's basically what Spinda is, but it hits randomly. That's such a cool design here. Ditto is also so cool. It copies the first Pokemon in your party. So I just have 2 Spindas going crazy here in the back line. But I have hit a wall here at 95 stars, basically round 95. You know, I have been at a wall for basically all of these. Like, I've unlocked different routes as I've gone through, and we can take a look at them. But I really want to see if I can defeat the 100th round. I've got Gyarados pretty recently, and I think he has been the key that I needed to unlock the later rounds, because as we get higher and higher, the enemies have some crazy resistances, either massive health or massive armor. And right now we can deal with health pretty well, right, with Torkoal, Gengar with 20% of his power for each stack, which is a lot, 436. Aggron does like massive range damage. Lucario, I think, yeah, projectile explosions. So basically here in the backline is just anything that slips through the front here. Ferrothorn has been really good. Area of effect slow. So just anything to try to slow them down. Like, you can see how fast these Dodrio are coming through here. And I've paid way more attention to the DPS meter. As you can see, Torkoal does insane amounts of damage. The items honestly have not been as helpful as I wanted them to be. And the items, like, I keep trying to equip them, right? So it's like here, they have to be retired or whatever, and then you can have this button come up. But I can't, like, I thought I could use the wide lens on something. Like, a ton of these can't be used on anything. So it's a bit unfortunate in that regard, but I've got some pretty good ones here. They just cost 50,000 now too. It's crazy expensive how everything is just 50,000. But I really just want to keep upgrading my Pokemon, and the items don't seem very good. More damage, better Pokemon. So I just keep unlocking more and more. So right now I have a absolute ton of Pokemon here. 60 out of 90. I did not plan that. I have 381 stars. As you can see, we've unlocked more team as well. That has been extremely helpful. And we will get our last one at 540. Plus, if we look at the map here, the next one is at 400, 500, 600. And then you can get 100 stars per route, so you can get 900 stars maximum. I don't think I'm going to 100% the game. I would have to get all the achievements, and it's pretty tough, right? Obtain final evolutionary stage of all Pokemon, right? Defeat every boss. I'm assuming these bosses come at around 100, right? Complete wave 100 with at least 10 hearts. Like, all of this is going to be hard. Defeat wave number 100 with Shuckle on your team. Shuckle's not bad, but not as good as Ferrothorn, I think. Save $1 million. Yeah, like, this is just going to be tough. If we go through and look at the team real quick, we'll start with probably Spenda. 64, but the cooldown is insane. The crit is high, range is high, but this damage is actually really good with the protein. Of course, Torkoal does area of effect. Still does decent damage, but it's mainly the HP per second that is the best. Ferrothorn, not that much damage, mostly utility from this guy. Aggron just hits a ton of enemies at once. He's a big man. Maybe he could be replaced with something, but I don't know. Honchkrow hits invisible enemies. You got to have one of these guys at least. Lucario is really good with the explosion damage and shoots extremely fast, high crit. And then, yeah, we've seen Gyarados. But yeah, 12. I think nothing else has over 1,000. If I'm not mistaken. And what's my highest hit? 1,900? That's got to be from him, right? Or wouldn't a crit deal double damage? Here are some of those invisible enemies. So they're usually not very hard to take out. As you can see, Honchkrow hits one, they come uninvisible, and then everyone just takes him out. These Rhydon is what is a big problem. Right, their health and armor are super high. They have a regen as well. And some certain Pokemon can't be like stunned, slowed, burned. That kind of hurts Torkoal, but if I can't make it past 95, I think I might have to go Ditto Gyarados, and that could be really good. Here we go. This is wave 95. I think I can, yep, hit another upgrade here. I think we should be able to take care of 95. 96 is where the problems come in. As you can see, we spend so much time taking out like the Dodrio that these high health Lunatone come in, or high armor Lunatone. And Lunatone can't be poisoned, which is not bad. I think Solrock can't be burned though, right? And so you really have to plan out and figure out what you're going to do, like what team composition can you use. I think we might be able to take it here with our sheer power. It's going to be close, though. I can move Gengar back here, though. Will this be enough? It's going to be close. We do it! Oh, let's go. Let's go. So I've never been to this round. What do we have? Chansey, Golbat. That should be easy. Chansey are super easy to take out. They just have really high health, and the burn annihilates them. Actually, it says it. Okay, so it's just a ton of Golbat. We can make it through this, I think. Go, my Spinda. It's so funny, too. I love that it's random. Oh, this is bad, though. We do have some hearts to lose. We lost, actually, did we lose any there? I think we might have taken them all out. Dodrio are fast, but our Spinda are faster. Hold on, hold on. I think we can defeat 98 here. My boy Torkoal can do it. Oh, wait, there's more? Get back up there. No, we got this. We got this in the bag. What is Wave 99 gonna bring? Okay, here we go. We have Chansey. Oh, God. 12 Rhydon is going to be nasty. Please, Gyarados, I need your support here. Double damage versus this armor. Okay, wait. We're kind of putting in the work here. They're not making it too far. Okay, they're making it a little far. We can lose a little bit. Oh, God. It's hurting. No, it was so close. Oh, wait, I just realized this item's perfect for Gyarados. What the hell? I should have been had this. Oh my god. Oh my god. And now I can give this to Torkoal? Oh, wait, Torkoal's already using something pretty good. Oh my god, that range is amazing. Holy. I feel like I don't need double Gyarados. Oh god. Oh no. That's it. Ah, damn it. That could be good for Aggron. I just need like a couple more items to get me there, I think. But they've been so damn expensive. What is this one? This item allows strictly field. Oh my god. The rest of these are butt, I feel like. But I don't know. If we take a look at some of the achievements I have already. Win a wave with 1 heart remaining. That was pretty easy. It just happens randomly. Apply slow 10,000 times. Burn 10,000 times. Those just are going to happen over time as you use good Pokemon. However, the ones that are a bit harder, like Curse and Poison and Stun, those Pokemon are fewer and farther between, that's for sure. Restore 10 hearts thanks to your Pokemon. Some Pokemon can restore your hearts. Maybe that might be a viable strategy that I could try to use. And then 100,000 with Persian. That one was pretty easy to do. Okay, here we go. Back to Wave 99. Can we do it? The double Gyarados, I think, is going to give us a good chance. I'm using Greninja instead of Barbaracle. I just feel like he can't cut it, man. He just does not do enough damage. We have Lucario out instead of Honchkrow. I think that's going to help us a lot. Because I have 4 life at least. Oh my god, I think we make it. Yes! Okay, here we go. Can I beat Wave 100? I've never been here before. I have no idea what happens. Please let me do it, though. It's Articuno. Okay, that's it. 96,000 HP. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is going to be tough. Slow it down. Slow it down. Get over here. Everyone. Get in there. You get back over here. Oh, my God. I think we're going to do it. Yes! Yes, come on! Yes, we did it! Route complete. You defeated Articuno and showed who's boss. Congratulations. Let's go! We actually completed a route. And that means we do get defeat Articuno here. That's what's up. Okay. And so we're at 386. That does not mean we get a new route, but I will show you another one of the routes. This is the next closest one I'm close to beating. I've gotten up to around 82. All of these, as you go through the routes, the cheaper ones, they're easier and they just get harder and harder. But let's go into here. So I actually can't use Gyarados at all. Oh, what happened to all my presets? Oh, that sucks. Okay, so my setup is usually like this. I always want Gengar and Torkoal to be up at the front. because of their percent damage. Aggron hits so much in this area. Spinda basically hits the whole map if they're right in the middle. Greninja's really nice in the middle as well. Gotta have Honchkrow. And then Ferrothorn up here at the beginning as well is really good. Maybe actually... Okay, this might actually be a pretty insane setup. I don't think I need anything here at the end. I think we should be able to take care of most stuff. So where was I left off? Wave 75? Let's see what we can get into here. I think I was using Sceptile before. And he has double power if he's in the tall grass. So he does insane amount of damage. He's got like... it's almost nearly 700 if you think about it. Not as good as Gyarados or anything, but you take what you can get. I'm already kind of getting pooped on here. The route is so much shorter. It's actually kind of hard to stop them here. Maybe double Spinda would be better in this case instead of double Gengar. Also, I wonder if Soft Sand is just like ruining this, because there's actually like a lot of stuff he can hit. I wonder if it brings it below the 20%. I don't know, he's still dealing 50,000 plus damage. He's doing more than every single Pokemon. Torkoal is close, but not close enough. All right, I'm going to show you Route 2-1 here. This is a pretty cool one where they come around and they either choose a different path of how they're going to go down. Again, double Spinda is just goated on this one. Ferrothorn's going to be good here. But here, there's only one rock area, so I pick Aggron up here. Always hit them coming out of the start is good. And it's usually you want a couple of tall grass Pokemon, so you can actually have more in the center. Basically, each route has a different strategy that you want to use, but usually you can use pretty similar Pokemon. But if they have a water spot, you usually want some good water Pokemon. All right, here we have Route 3-1. This one has been giving me a lot of trouble as well, because I can't, like, so many of the Pokemon here on the side, it's, like, really awkward. I guess you could have more here in the middle. Maybe I put a Spinda here instead. Oh, but then it can't hit any at the start. Maybe this Spinda should just be here. But my Pokemon have leveled up quite a bit since beating Route 1-1. So I probably can tear through some here. And a lot of Pokemon on this map are really, really fast. Like, incredibly fast. Slowing them down with Ferrothorn is super important around this bend. But usually it's because, like, you have a couple here at the start to start, like, burning and cursing and whatnot. Double Spinda, though, my goat. Here we have Route 2-2. This one's also pretty difficult. It's, like, weirdly shaped. You usually want to have 4 water guys, and maybe I should, because I have not been able to make it very far. This has been my setup, though. Because I still want to include, like, all the Pokemon that I've leveled up pretty high. Gyarados is a pretty new addition, though, so he might help me unlock what I've been missing. And then, of course, I'm using double Spinda, one on each side. Honchkrow to potentially clean up any stragglers. And then just, I have huge range on this map, so I try to hit as much as I can. But again, some of the ones that go by Torkoal, like through this bottom path, have to go through Ferrothorn and Sceptile, and right, they miss out on getting burned. So sometimes it spells disaster, especially as we get higher in the waves. I'm pretty low in the waves still here. I haven't even made it past 40. So that tells you something. All right, and then we have Route 1-3 here, the spooky route. Also the hardest route I've had to be on so far. It's got a really good layout, though, I think, all things considered. Right, I've got Torkoal, Ferrothorn up here at the front. Huge range from Aggron and Spinda. I'm using a second Gengar here, but honestly, I could be just using a second Spinda. But yeah, that's basically all the routes, what I've done so far. Who knows, maybe I'll show you wave 99 of each and show you me beating every single route. That could be pretty impressive. So I've been playing for a little bit longer here. Got a couple more achievements. I've finally got every Pokemon from the shop. There's still a few more, and I don't know how to get them exactly. I found Graveyard in one of the maps by clicking around, but I haven't been able to find anything else through clicking around. Right now, we have 540 stars, so we have what is this, 8 of the 9 maps unlocked, and I'm very close. I hit a wall for a while, but now I'm pretty close, now that I've got my 10th Pokemon, to finally beat Wave 100 on Route 1-2. It has been a long time coming. This is like my average team. Usually it's double Aggron, Raichu, Ferrothorn, Torkoal, Spinda, Honchkrow, if I can get him in there. And then, like, usually the other 3 or 4 are, like, whatever I need to, if there's, like, water, then I'll switch out to that. So right now we've got Sunflora, which is actually pretty interesting. Increases damage dealt by Pokemon within range by 20%. And this is, like, one of the best spots I've found for it. It can hit 4 Pokemon here. And this Aggron, which is actually a Ditto, is holding Bright Powder. I've got a ton of more items, right? The items are crazy expensive, as you can see. But this one specifically increases the damage by 50% and the recharge time by 25%. So attacks are a little bit fewer in between, but the damage is crazy from Aggron. And then 20% from the Sunflora, and we're doing massive damage here. Wave a 97, my boy. And then, yes, we've definitely needed the 10th Pokemon slot. Just without it, I never really have anyone for the back line. Most of my guys here is very front heavy, and I have to have something like Honchkrow on the team. I could switch it out. Probably around 20 hours, maybe not 20 hours, maybe like 18 hours in, I realized that you could set up these in such a way to deal with rounds that are specific towards invisible enemies, but then you really have to, like, game it, and you have to be watching and paying attention. Just as, like, to move them around, I don't really move them around that much, even though I know that I can. It's just, I prefer not to, which just means that I have to level up more or get better items, and honestly, that's what I've been doing. This is a really cool item that I got for Spinda. You can actually choose the attack target. Fucking amazing for Spinda. Still love Spinda, still my favorite so far, even though he's not great. I want him in every team. And we have a ton of items. Look at all of the items we have. And so usually I just use, like, this basic team kind of for every map, basically. As much as I can, I try to use this team because they're so strong. But the fossil Pokemon are actually a secondary squad that I have. They're not as good because I don't have all the fossil Pokemon items, but there is a lot of them, and I've been collecting them up, raising up their level. You can see I've got most of the fossil Pokemon high level. I'm wondering if there's any more, because I would like there to be more. Cradily has, like, a crazy ability, more projectiles per fossil Pokemon. A lot of them work off of each other, which is why it's such a good subtype. I think we can do it. I think this Sunflora, I've taken so much time to get Sunflora within range to be able to hit this Aggron, and that really has put us into a good position here. And we are doing damage like crazy. 134,000 damage. Raichu's also been such a good Pokemon for us. We got Light Ball, so increases the damage dealt by 50%. Has been insane. Again, more percentage from Sunflora. It is working out swimmingly. So what is this, wave 99? We're pretty close here. Kill the Delibird. I don't have a lot of lives, though. I haven't been using Shell Bell. I've been trying to just go for more damage. Shell Bell recovers a heart if you deal 50,000 damage in a round, but I'd rather just deal a ton of damage. No! We have one! We have one! Oh, no. Raichu can go over here. Yes! Yes! Okay, wave 100, and I have 1 life. I don't know which boss it's gonna be. Okay, let's upgrade first. Who's it gonna be? It is Zapdos. I'm assuming he can't be stunned. Fuck. Okay, so Raichu's not great here. And, oh my god, dude, there's no way. Oh, there's no way. We just do not do nearly enough damage. Okay, so we can restart on wave 100 at least. And most of the stuff is, like, built for AoE, like dealing a ton of AoE damage. So I guess you have to, like, kind of switch it up here. Okay, I should try with at least Gengar before I go any further. Maybe I'm thinking double Gengar might be better, but let's see. Let's see if this will work. I just probably need to do more damage over time, is what I'm thinking. Oh god, he's so tanky. 85,000 health. Yeah, this doesn't really look a whole lot better, but we'll see. I'm just thinking maybe double Nightmare stacks, but I don't know. I also decided to throw Marowak in. Maybe if we can just slow him down more. Actually, that did pretty well. I think I just need to slow him down. Okay, I have a few more Pokemon that's slow. Let's try this. We're just hoping that the Nightmare does enough damage. I mean, 20% of the power per second per Nightmare stack. I mean, it adds up. Slow him! One more time. I need him to go down the further path. If we are to have a chance, that is. I mean, maybe I should move Ferrothorn up here. It didn't really get that many attacks. No, it's still not enough. I don't know. Maybe I'll try something like this. Move Corsola here. It still has like a good shot to slow. It's close. Wait, I just thought about it. Why aren't we having Gengar shoot first? Right? Get the ball rolling. Then up here. No, we need them to go down this route. Again. Yeah, we need them to go down this route. There's just these two are there to clean up for me. Okay. No, not again. Wait. But what if I had both Gengars here? And then I move this one. And then we move Corsola. Yeah! Why didn't I move Pidgeot? We did it! Oh my god. I should have moved Pidgeot, but we did it anyways. Holy moly, that one was really hard to beat. But we did defeat Zapdos. And we are at 582 stars now. Very close to reaching the last one. I can't remember if I've shown off this route. But it's like a C1. They go up and around this way. And then we've got Route 2-3 that I've unlocked pretty recently. And they go up around here. I've got some pretty good setups here. Double Aggron usually. And then Sunflora in the middle. Hits all four of these. It's pretty solid. But it is really hard once you start hitting in the 90s. Like, it gets so hard. I think Route 2-2 might be the hardest map for me personally. I feel like all the setups that I've had on it have just not really worked. I'm gonna keep going here. Maybe I just need more levels, right? I'm still like level 60 or 70 with a ton of my Mons. So about 25 hours in, we've got a few more achievements here. Defeat 100,000 enemies, 100 different Pokemon species, and we have finally also unlocked the last map. We have all 10 Pokemon, and all I can basically do now is get levels, and there's still some items. I honestly don't know how many there is. There seems to be a lot, but I've been prioritizing items for far too long. I need to be prioritizing levels. I think our items are good enough. And this is kind of the combo I've been running with Sunflora and Comfey. So Comfey reduces the recharge rate. Sunflora gives the bonus attack. And yeah, I've been using, of course, Spinda. Love my Spinda. And I've come back around on Grumpig. Because he can go in the grass, he's like way more versatile. So I've actually come way back around on him. He doesn't have as much range as Honchkrow, but I like him. Of course, using my Ferrothorn. And Jumpluff is a pretty new addition, and he's been doing pretty damn well. Really, really low recharge rate. But yeah, we are definitely getting up there. I'm still kind of walled on Route 2-1. I'm getting up there in Route 3-1, and Route 2-2 is still kicking my ass, and I haven't really tried the other ones that much. But I don't know how we're going to get up there. We're going to have to be level 100, I'm assuming. With a lot of Pokemon. It's going to be rough. Either that or maybe some more items will give me what I need. Or maybe I need to go full Fossil. I mean, I could try full Curse as well. I haven't tried that team composition yet, but it's just like I need so many levels of so many Pokemon. Also, where are the last Pokemon at? Why can't I find them anywhere? I have chosen Corsola as my champion of this map. Absolutely perfect range, and with the item Zoom Lens, firing 2 projectiles. They slow for 2 seconds, projectile explosions, and super low cooldown. I'm using Comfy to reduce it even further, and then Double Spinda, of course. And then I've been using Dunsparce, actually, with the Star Piece, making 4 direction into 8 directions, and just slowing them down as much as possible. Putting Raichu here has been very, very favorable for me. I think we might have a real chance. I wonder if the ring will ever become a circle. Who's to say? Come on, make it through here. Look at all these slows. I put Raichu there too late. We did make it through. Oh, one more. And then we will fight the champion of this route. Nice, we've got it. One more level up for Corsola. And let's see if we can do it here. Who is it? That is Raikou, I believe. It is 75,000. Cannot be stunned, but he can be slowed. Might do it first try here. No, I need a little bit more juice. Maybe try a setup like this. I mean, if it's always going to take this direction, then having it pass by Gengar is going to be really good. Oh, it's looking promising. Oh! Yes! Oh, at the very last second. Oh my god, let's go. That puts us at 3. The strategy is definitely getting more and more intense. I mean, I could grind it out and get everything to level 100, but this has been really fun so far, surprisingly. Alright, I'm going to tell you how to get the last Pokemon here, because I could not figure out how to do it. Oh, there was one that I found on a different route. It was here. Clicking on this cactus gave me Cacnea right here. Lovedis actually came from clicking the heart right here. And then Stakataka came from route 3-3, and you have to click 5, 6, 7, 5 on your keyboard, which I don't know how anyone could possibly have figured that out. And then the very last Pokemon I need is Chatot, and I believe... Wait, I need to go into the settings, and then I think this needs to be 0. This needs to be 4. This needs to be 4, and this needs to be 1. Oh my god, that's a crazy way to get the last Pokemon. That's insane. Yeah, these ones are very difficult to find. If you click around, you know, randomly enough on the map, you'll find a couple of them. But like Chatot and Stakataka, like I don't know how you would ever find that. What do they do? Projectiles explode in an area, causing half damage. Doesn't even slow. What the hell? What about Cacnea? Projectiles up to 2 enemies at once. Doubles its range on route 2. Interesting. That's actually pretty helpful. Love Disc. Attacks have a small chance of restoring a heart. I should have guessed. And then the dreaded Chatot. Its damage depends on the volume of the game's sound effects. That's fucking hilarious. No way. The final boss music of Chatot. I bet he'd do some serious damage. Quick little update here. We've got a significant more achievements, right? I have been grinding up a little bit. 35 hours in. We are at 799 stars, so extremely close. And I have discovered something. The power of Inteleon. This guy is crazy. The projectile multiplies its damage by 2 for every 120 units of distance traveled. And since it is a cross, I can turn it into an 8 direction. And this guy does insane damage across the board. So like when he shoots all the way over, it does like crazy numbers. The highest that I've gotten with him is 87,000, which did give me another achievement. And I have finally bought all the cheap items. The only thing left are 2 1 billion cost items, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get. This is triples the chances of turning a Pokemon shiny. So I do have Smeargle, but I haven't used him at all. Apparently he can make your Pokemon shiny. That's pretty insane. I don't know if I'm going to do that. And then the bicycle, I don't know, ding ding. What is that supposed to mean? But we're here at round 96 on Route 22. And as you can see, we are closing in on the 80s and 90s here for all the other routes. I can see the finish line in sight. Let's see if we can defeat Wave 100. I have not been using Chatot at all, by the way. I don't really play with volume up. But this team that I've got going, I mean, it's been kind of my ride or die. The only recent new inclusions are Inteleon, Whiscash, just because he's insane on this map. Huge range. And then actually Clefable has kind of turned into a mainstay now that I have 800 stars, because Clefable increases the damage based on the stars and range based on the stars with the Star Candy item. So with 800, I mean, Clefable's doing, right, 1,000 plus damage faster than once a second. Huge range too. Basically, the way that I choose my Pokemon now is sort by range. Yeah, because the higher the range, the higher chance you have of actually being able to do something. I don't know. I have a good feeling about this. Corsola, of course, has been my champion of choice. But Inteleon, I guess, has kind of filled that role. Like, look at that shot! Boom! Boom! You can see Inteleon always maxes out these numbers. Let's see if we can defeat Wave 100. Hopefully they go up. I think that's Inte. No, they didn't go up. Oh, which means Inteleon's not going to hit it. Oh, we really wanted it to be hit. We might have to try this a couple of times, but just wait for it to go this way so Inteleon hits it. Yeah, 70,000 HP. We do get one hit. Oh, did you see that? The Inteleon hit just destroyed like the last 20,000 of it. Let's go. Defeated Inte. And very quickly have we reached the mid-90s for Route 1-3. And Inteleon actually goes insane on this one. The range on this is super far. Haven't I gotten a higher one? Yeah, 88,000 now. And I forgot to mention before, I found a really good item for Spinda. Reveals invisible enemies must be carried by a Pokemon that fires projectiles. So this way I don't need to have something like Grumpig or Honchkrow. Instead, I can just use Spinda because it will target invisible enemies first and then just randomly shoot, which is usually good enough. Let's see if we can crush it to Wave 100 here. We've been doing pretty well. Inteleon, like, look at it. You're going to see Inteleon's damage just go through the roof. Double Aggron up here is usually pretty good. This is a Sunflora map too, right? I can hit 5 guys with them. And Sunflora, I got a new item for Sunflora as well. Increases the range by 25, which is just exactly what I need to be able to hit Double Aggron. For a lot of the maps, it was kind of just figuring out which Pokemon was best. And I think at this point, I kind of have, like, the best team that I could theoretically make up. The fossil Pokemon are good, but I just don't have them to a high enough level to warrant using them. I've just been using this team for so long. It was, like, what I figured out first, like, around the 50s or so. Level 50 on a lot of Pokemon. They are getting absolutely pwned right now. Oh, here we go. I think we easily got this. Who's it gonna be? Moltres? Get one shot? Oh, how much? 260,000? Okay, but we dealt 89,000 in one shot. This is going to be another huge hit. Boom. And then we should have another huge hit on the way out, and I'll put Double Aggron over here. Should have another big hit right around here. Yeah. No freaking way. Okay, we did get him into the red. Wait a second. Wait, what if I do something like this? I have a Sunflora boosted Inteleon. I think this is like the furthest range that he's got. There's one here, but I don't know if that would hit. So I'm gonna try here. Okay, well, let's see. If I could just one-shot him, that would, I guess, be the most ideal. Let's see it. Whoa, 428,000. Oh my god, that was so cool. Oh, I live for that shit. And here we have another little check-in. First, let's get Corsola to level 100. That will be my first Pokemon to level 100. And that means we have almost the entire first row done up. I did defeat Wave 100 with a Shuckle, just grinding up a little bit. 900 total stars. I am 68 away. Cursed 10,000 times. That is just a matter of time. Surround Sunflora with 9 Pokemon. Also a matter of time. I just need to level up Sunflora. And then defeating all the other routes. So we are relatively close here, actually. And with Corsola being level 100, that's going to be really good. I thought maybe hitting Inteleon with level 100, but he already does so much damage. I thought the more range and damage. I think the recharge rate for Corsola goes down too with level up. Inteleon not doing too much here. Let's not go auto. I think we'll be able to do it, though. Inteleon should get one more shot here, which usually can stop him. Okay, here we go. We'll just see. We'll run it this way once, and if not, maybe I try to switch it around a little bit. Or what about... Oh, no, you can't go there. We'll try it this way. Let's see it. Let's see this damage. Boom. Oh, that was not a lot. Oh, my goodness. How big is this guy? 190,000 armor and 1 health. Okay. So probably something to deal a lot of damage to armor. Oh, my Clauncher. What's his name again? Is going to be really good for this. Let's see one more time. No, not enough. Very close, though. It was really, really close. All right, he's actually kind of but his item deals double damage to armor, and crits do twice the damage. He does a lot of damage. So maybe with the 2 hits that he'll get here, because each of them are 8-second cooldown, each of the 2 hits I get here might just be the remaining we need. Moving Corsola over here too might give me more slows. See what damage is looking like. Big hit from Inteleon. Also a crit from Inteleon would go crazy, so we could just try until we hit a 25% crit. But it's looking really good this time. We're going to get the second shot. Alright, and then we'll get the last shot from Inteleon here, which should always do it. Boom! Got him. That's Route 3-2. And not too much later are we closing in the high 90s for Route 3-1, using a very similar setup. More grass, though, so I'm using Jumpluff kind of as like a filler. There's not too many good grass Pokemon, honestly, but really low cooldown, double power in the tall grass. I've decided to use Sniper Scope with Inteleon, and that, easy, it kind of makes sense, because the damage is increased by 20% if the enemy is further than 150 range, and most of the shots that are that far are gonna want to be hit bigsly. See if we can continue. Double Spinda still here. You could argue I could upgrade Spinda to level 100 next. I don't know, I might try to get everyone to 80, but I have been buffing Inteleon. Oh, already letting a Tauros in is not good. We just have to make it to wave 100, though. God, Fearow are tough to deal with. They're so fast. Let's see. They're coming around that bend. Nope. It's going to take a few more levels, I think. We're on wave 99. Let's see if we can do it here. Yeah, double Raichu, though. Just so many things go so fast. So fast it's giving me a brain blast. Yeah, and then the stuns just do really well. I ended up going with the 8 direction on Inteleon as well. Them coming by this spot and this spot He usually gets a second shot by the time they come around. Let's see it. Can we do wave 100? I am very confident in this. I think I will stay with the 8 direction. If not, if that doesn't work, I can always just go double Inteleon and easily win. But this should be, I think, should be a one bang. On who are you? Regirock, I believe. Yes, sir. Oh my god, he's got 1,000,000 health. Wait a second. I might need double Inteleon here. Yeah, I'm thinking so. He's got a little bit of HP. All right, maybe we'll try it this way. We should be able to do a little bit more damage. Is he immune? He is immune to fucking everything except for poison. I see. Well, we might have to throw Wheezing in here. A couple other poison buddies. Because we are not cutting it. Oh my god. Wait, what? Why are we doing... What? How are we doing no damage? Usually this is doing way more damage. Okay, I have a little different setup here. Still gonna use Inteleon. I'm gonna switch back to Sniper Scope and maybe just hit him harder all at once. And then I have a full poisoned out team. Since he is resistant to literally everything but poison, I think this is gonna be the best for it. And I'm gonna just like try to move Gengar down the line to keep hitting him is what I'm thinking. Maybe we go a bit slower so I can do this a bit better. And maybe move Wheezing down the line. I mean, serious damage is coming through. It's like 4,000 poison. I have some really good poison items as well, but maybe I just don't have the levels. Inteleon. Oh my god, Arbok did 200,000, 300,000 for what? What are those numbers there in the end? Oh my god. He does have Toxic Orb, so inflicts double the amount of poison stacks. I guess just so many. By the time they got around... Right, Arbok had hit them with so many poison stacks because of Poison Barb. Wow, that was pretty nutty there. Back over here at Route 2-3, I have made a little bit of a curse subset. Really just trying to get towards that 10,000. We're at 6,000 currently. Of course, we have our boy Inteleon, double Corsola. And of course, we're at the mid-90s. Let's see if we can get it done. This little curse setup has been pretty solid so far, honestly, because there's so many fast enemies that come through. Skeledirge has been really, really cool in dealing curse damage and burning them at the same time. So he does a ton of damage. I also have the curse totem on him. Does even more damage to cursed enemies, or the strange idol, rather. We are still trying to get levels up, but I did take a little bit of time to level up these 3. What do we have? Just 6 Dragonites? I think we can take 6 Dragonites. Inteleon is perfect for this. Ooh, he did waste one there. Hit this one. No, he missed it. He's not going to do a whole lot of damage anymore. He's targeted on high HP. Honestly, the curse damage is going crazy, though. Curse and burn. We get another shot here. Easy. Let's go. No matter what, we make it. And let's see who it is. Oh, it's Suicune. It's invisible, too. Oh. That's not great. 69,000 health. Nice. Not nice. Okay. Well, that didn't take very long to think about. I think I'm just going to put the Silph Scope on Corsola, and it should just hit Suicune, like, almost immediately. Let's see about this one. This should be a lot more favorable. Yeah. Yeah. I do tell you that was a little bit more favorable. Where are we now? 10,000 curses, 900 stars, defeat Registeel, and we will be done. And in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can get a shiny Pokemon. I don't really know how it's going to tell me or anything, but I've got a Smeargle here, and I mean, we'll see what he could do. So to make more money, traditionally, you would use Persian, right? Attacks grant money equal to 10% of the target's gold. But what if I told you there was a better way to make money? That's right. It is Inteleon, of course it is, with the Amulet coin. Attacks grant money equivalent to 3% of the damage dealt in gold. That means I can buff it up 2 Sunfloras and a Farfetch'd, giving it plus 40% damage and plus 33% critical damage. When we hit for over 100,000 on some of these hits, I think even more than that on some of the crits, we get an insane amount of money. Oops, I was today years old when I realized that you cannot stack Sunflora or Farfetch'd on top of the same Pokemon, but luckily we have Comfy to reduce the recharge time of Inteleon instead, so, I mean, we're still getting crazy numbers here. It's actually better than it was before. I thought I was stacking it with double Sunflora, but this is, I mean, honestly, this is looking better. I don't think I've seen this high of numbers, so I think my mistake was very good here. 2.3 million. Okay, yeah, this is way better. And after 52 hours, I have finally gotten a shiny Pokemon. But it's not just one shiny Pokemon. We have multiple. We've got one here from Marowak. You can see the 2 little stars right here are indicating that it is indeed shiny. And if we scroll down, we have Castform, we have Crocodile, and we have Lilligant. That is 4 shinies. Wait, there's 5. Sandslash. They're growing exponentially at this rate. I believe it's only a 1 in 9,000 chance. And I could increase those odds by 3 to 1 in 3,000 if I spent basically all of the money that I've grinded up over the last few hours and bought the shiny charm. But I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to see what it was like to get a couple of shinies, and it's nothing too crazy, but like no indication here. I guess at least there's the little shiny mark here. That's better than nothing, but I don't know. I thought there'd be a bit more pizzazz out of the shiny Pokemon. But I think at this rate, we're ready to win the game. And with that, I have gotten all of my favorite Pokemon to level 100. Or really the Pokemon that I think I will need to be able to beat this level to level 100. And I still have 56 million left. There is one thing that I haven't 100%ed though, and that is, besides the species defeated, which will happen as we get towards the high 90s, it is the total levels, right? I will have everything achievable except for the total levels, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to get all 9,000. That would take a lot. And I'm so glad that there's not a spot for get all the shinies, because that would literally kill me. We are closing in on the final rounds here. We're on wave 90. We might go through the last 10 of them together here. The rounds are really long, honestly, and the Pokemon have an insane amount of health. Thankfully, my Inteleon is doing like 400,000 damage per hit in this sector, right? The longest spot he can possibly shoot from, but that's only if he has the 8-direction star piece. But we're actually able to take them out quite well. Since they have so much health, I've decided to go for more poison types, right? Just being able to stack the poison does a lot for us. And honestly, since we can't stack burn, it just seems like the better option. Boom, we can nearly, I'm pretty sure we one-shot Metagross. Yeah, it only has like 50,000. We easily shoot for 300,000 over here. That was like a 400,000 shot. I think our largest, our highest hit now is 552,000. I think I was on this map and I had a little Sunflora boost crit on the Inteleon. I think it could be even higher with a Farfetch'd in this spot. Could be cool to see if we get to hit for 1 million. Honestly, I've never really had a problem with slow Pokemon. It's the fast ones that I have a problem with. These Scizor are the only reason I keep bleeding lives. They are just so fast. Right, 2.2 speed. They can't be slowed either. Things that can't be slowed or stunned are really hard to deal with, I feel like. Very close. Wave 97. What do we got? Ponyta. Oh, no, that's Rapidash. Oh, God, Fearow are really annoying. And Scyther are really annoying. This is like a really fast round. This is bad. Followed by Aerodactyl in the middle. This is really bad. What I have the most trouble with. Oh, we actually do it here. Do it, lady. All of mine can only be on the field here, so maybe that's what's limiting me. I might have to get a couple more guys that can go in the grass in this area if I can't do it this way. But it's looking promising. Honestly, Aggron isn't doing the work. Usually Aggron is like one of my best Pokemon, but it's like there's not that many Pokemon, honestly. It might be better to have a more single target one like Clefable. Snorlax are resisted to like all, slow burn poison, but they're just big walls of health. We can usually make it through 40,000 of it. He's so slow. Be gone, Tubby. Look at that, 2.4 million out of Inteleon. And I don't think we should have any problem with the final boss, which should be Registeel. Actually, we might, now that I think about it. We just need a crit on this shot. But we have a few chances to try. Oh yeah, we should have this, no problem. Spinda does a ton of damage too. Stun them, my boy. Come on. Oh, well, even if he gets through, we got it. Let's go. Wave 100 versus Registeel. We're going to have to see. Oh my god. Oh, he's resistant to poison. Okay, I'm going to have to switch the team real quick then. There's no point in even going through this if he's resistant to poison. All right, I think I'm going to try to one-shot him first. So I have the Sunflora Farfetch boosted Inteleon. And I've seen, so this is only 500,000 damage. And I have seen my Inteleon hit for 552,000. So it could definitely happen. I just need to hit a crit, which is a 30% chance. And if not, I have double Gengar. I think since they're both going to be applying Nightmare, it should probably be just as effective as poison. Well, no, it should be close though. I've got Torkoal here as well, Corsola, Clefable, Raichu, Spinda. Let's see if we can beat Registeel. How fast is he? Not that fast. He's kind of fast actually. Let's see the hit. Oh, it actually one-shot him. Oh my god. Let's fucking go. Show him who's boss. Oh, I wish I could have seen that damage there. Let's see. It was 735,000. Oh my god, that is beautiful. And that also means that in 53 hours and 45 minutes, we have 100%ed PokePath Tower Defense. We have gotten every single achievement that we possibly could. And to be honest with you, at the start of this, I did not think I would be playing 100% of this game. It was enjoyable. Not even 400 resets, not even close, baby. And we ended up with 5 shinies. I don't know if I'd really want to get all the shinies. I'd have to get $1 billion, and I'd have to grind for hours with Smeargle. Yeah, that's probably not something I'm going to do. However, now that we have 900 stars and we've beaten the game, we have unlocked challenges. Basically, it's just a harder way to play the game. I don't even know. It's just like, how far could you get with a level 50 cap? If you had to draft, no items, tougher enemies, time limit, permadeath. But it is still in experimental mode. Now that is a beautiful screen to behold. Yo, fuck that. I've been running it all night, baby. That's a 9,000 out of 9,000. Yeah, that's right. We got all the levels. And you know what I'm doing now? I don't know if I'm really going to go through with it. But we already have 22 shinies. I mean, that's only like another 60 more. Oh, wait, there's even more. There's one right here. So realistically, I could try to get all of them shiny now that I have all of them level 100. I mean, that's basically the only thing left to do. You can see all the ones here. And it is true, I could still attempt to buy these 2 items, which would be 1 billion each. But oh my god, that would take so long. I would say this item right here, the zoom lens, might be the best thing for it if you don't have the shiny charm, because the holder can fire projectiles at one additional target. That just means it is happening 50% more. And the only thing better is the shiny charm. Now, if you really want to farm, this is what you gotta do. We've got double Persian here, constantly hitting Reggie. Registeel, he gives 81,000, which means when Persian hits, you get 10% of that gold. And this Persian is attacking really fast. It's got Quick Claw. We're hitting it with a Comfey. And then I have a Ditto with Quick Powder, also copying the Persian. And this gives about $1 million per minute. However, it is not as good for farming shinies, but maybe I just farm up the money to get the shiny charm and then go back to farming shinies. But this is where we are at so far. This is about 30 shinies out of 90 that I have so far. And then I just have a bunch of other like stun and slow guys to try to get more hits off. Inteleon with Amulet Coin as well. Not that it gives me that much money. The Persians do so much more. You can see this number just go up like crazy. Oh, plus I had it slow. It's faster than this even. We're roughly 107 hours into this now, and I have finally reached $1 billion. Most of it was stolen by Persian too, which is absolutely crazy on that map. But now what we can do is finally buy the shiny charm. Oh baby. We're still at 200 million, which means I'm only 800 million from buying the bike, which I have no idea what it does, but we're going to find out, aren't we? Because I think we're going to do it. We are going for the 100, the true 100% completion. I am going to let these Smeargle farm and farm and farm until I get them all shiny. Day 63. We are now 139 hours in, and I have collected not even all the shinies. I'm still missing 34 of them. Oh, fuck. Well, I decided to switch maps. I felt like this one was a little bit better for having the Smeargles actually be able to attack more units. However, it has slowed down our money gain significantly, but I think that's fine. It should be pretty easy to get to 1 billion again to get the bike by the time I'm finishing up on finding the rest of the shinies. Oh my good God. 186 hours in, and I have something beautiful to show you. That's all of them. That is every single shiny in the entire game. And we are at exactly 999 million, which means we are only 1 more million off of the $1 billion bike. I'm assuming it does nothing, right? So on to Route 33, and it is, of course, it's going to be Registeel here with a double Persian setup. And I've actually switched around the setup a lot, tweaking it, and I feel like even though Comfey doesn't hit the Smeargle, this ends up being better, just more Smeargle shots along this route. We should make it on this go-around. But honestly, I have really enjoyed my time playing, right? A lot, maybe this last 100 hours or so, really hasn't been a lot of me playing. It's mostly just me waiting. And there it is, 1 billion. So what's it going to be? Ding, ding. Is it an item? Yes, ding, ding. Okay. Well, what's it going to do? What's it going to be? Does it throw a bike? I'm pretty sure it throws a bike and just goes ding, ding. So my beautiful shiny Chatot, wow, that's a far fucking range. Holy moly. He's doing 0 damage. Respect. Absolute fucking respect. How's it 0? There is some amount of volume happening here. I just have to see what it does with Spinda too. I mean, how can you not? Bad boy, give it here. Gubda bubba. Speed it up. Oh, what a beautiful sound. Oh, the tinnitus. It's peaking. All right. That's okay. That's enough. That's enough out of you. That's it. Basically 187 hours to completely 100%. That's how you fucking 100% a game, my boy. If you got anything to spare, I got a Patreon, YouTube membership, or Cash App. Okay, bye now, everyone. I love you. Bye now. Bye. I love you. Bye.